It's Gunver time! Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I will actually be reviewing Legion. It will be a pretty condensed review, as I have compiled my most important points and negatives in it. And before I start, please keep in mind that what I say here is my own opinions and not someone else's, so just because I think something is good or bad doesn't make it right, so keep that in mind and let's go! Let's start off where everyone starts off in a new expansion, the leveling process. Personally, I really enjoyed the leveling. They introduced something new in the form of zones that scale with your item level. I think this is both a great and an annoying thing. It is great because of that you can always choose another route to go, like leveling with your alts, and no zone gets stale and it stays relevant. On the other hand, when you have like a farm char, it can get a little annoying to farm mats when mobs constantly harass you. Like, all I want is to peacefully farm some herbs, damn it. What's also great is that they made it so up to 5 people can tag mobs, which is a huge relief when questing. When I first heard about the artifact system, I thought it would feel kind of weird. One weapon throughout the whole expansion, but it actually turned out much better than I thought. In fact, I think it's one of the best things they introduced in Legion, because it enables a progression system which will keep you busy for a long time, both unlocking the traits and skins for your weapon. Then you always have your off specs to level, though later on the traits will start costing a lot of artifact power. It's a good thing Blizzard put in artifact knowledge, which basically gives you 25% more artifact power for each one you research. Right now these take quite a long time to research, but Blizzard said that there will be a sort of a catch-up system. Basically, if you haven't logged in for a while, it will take less time to research one. Good one, Blizzard. Legion has introduced another new thing in the form of world quests. Well, new and new, they blatantly copied the idea from Diablo 3 bounties. Though I actually think it works better in WoW because they give you some really awesome rewards. Actually too awesome sometimes. Seeing how the world quest rewards scale with your item level, you shouldn't be surprised to see quite a number of upgrades in relics and gear. I know a lot of people have said this, but it bears repeating. It seems that they haven't really made that many unique world quests, so a lot of times you will be doing the same missions over and over again. That can sometimes get a little tedious. I would love it if in the future they made some more unique ones. Also, world quests, they are also a very great way of farming your artifact power and order resources for your class hall. And speaking of class halls was something many people dreaded, myself included. This was basically because of the many similarities to the garrison, which was a colossal disaster on so many levels. I'm actually glad to say that it's a little better than that. Yes, you still have the classic mission table to send your followers, your champions, out on missions. Though the difference this time is that it's not really that grueling, except for some parts of your class hall campaign quest, which is quite fun to do, by the way. This is the only thing that really bothered me. At certain points you're basically gated behind missions which can take a day to complete, and they give you like 5 of these missions. But other than that, the class hall system was mostly positive for me, and it's also one of the best ways of getting artifact power. I know I'm saying that a lot, but it's true. My god, what an improvement over Warlords of Draenor. Though anything would have been better at this point than what Warlords of Draenor did with the professions. This time, they've made it so you can get ranks, both in gathering professions and crafting professions. Basically, the difference is that the higher rank you have, the better results you get. For example, in the gathering professions, a higher rank gives you more items as well as a chance to get rare materials. And in the crafting professions, you typically get easier crafting, meaning it takes less mats to do a craft. This is quite awesome in my opinion, and it really makes you want to find those recipes as soon as possible. Another thing is that they added a lot more content to the professions. Like, you have to go earn most of your recipes through doing quests, and these quests can take you to various places such as dungeons and even raids. I've actually nothing but good things to say about the professions, and I'm quite happy where it is. Surmar was quite the odd idea for Blizzard. We have never really seen anything like it before. It's basically an area where the story is everything you get. Like, you don't get any gear, so what's the catch here? Well, for starters, this is the place to be to quickly farm some levels for your artifacts, since the quests give you a lot of artifact power. But really, the story here is actually quite good. I actually felt really invested in it, and it gets surprisingly dark. I've heard numerous people praise this zone, and I can only agree. Also, they introduced another currency here in the form of ancient mana. This is used to further the story in some places, and it's also used to enter the Withered training scenario. That's basically a gauntlet where you try to get as many points as you can by slaying mobs, and you pick up chests to upgrade your army. This is one of the best things added in Legion, in my opinion, and while it's only active every 3 days or so, I always look forward to doing it. With Legion, there was a revamp of the old challenge mode system in favor of Mythic Plus. To make a direct comparison, it's basically the old Greater Rift system from Diablo 3. How it works is that at first you run a normal Mythic dungeon. At the end of that, you will receive a rank 2 keystone to a random dungeon. Then when you go there, there is a pedestal where you can put your keystone. Doing this will activate a timer, and it basically becomes a challenge mode. As I said, you get a timer, and then you will have to complete the dungeon with it within the given time. Doing so will upgrade your keystone 1 rank. If the timer runs out, your keystone will fade away, but you will still be able to receive your loot from the dungeon, so fear not. Also, the keystones come with random modifiers to the mobs and bosses in the dungeon, like increased HP and damage. When you rank up, you will have to deal with even more affixes, like constant ticking damage, reduced tank threat, and more. This system seems like a cool one, since these high ranks can be quite hard and will therefore keep people busy for a long time. I'm not really that into PvP, so I won't spend too much time talking about that. All I will say though is that they added a new system in form of Prestige. This is a progression system that increases as you PvP. They also added specific PvP talents. That's quite a good idea in my opinion, because that makes it easier to balance PvE versus PvP. In conclusion, Legion has been a great experience, and it still is for me. To be fair, Warlords of Draenor was the same when that launched, and we all know what happened to that. Though it feels like Legion has much more potential, and they even teased us with a new patch involving Karazhan. Not bad. Well, that's my thoughts about Legion. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Gone, we're out!